up? It's your girl Sharita, the behavior learning strategist, coming at you from the Morgan Unlimited Growth Institute. Hello, hello, hello. We're going to be talking about a really important topic this week, okay? Because we're here every Saturday at 6:30, and it is sleep. Sleep. I want to talk to parents. I have two questions on my mind, and I'd like you to answer in the comment section. Number one, do you feel in your busy life, working and taking care of the kids, that you are getting enough sleep? Do you feel like you're getting enough sleep? Okay, that's the first question. Okay, and the next question is, do you feel that not getting enough sleep or not getting enough rest can affect your parenting? And when I mean parenting, I mean like in a moment when you got to make a decision, when you have to deal with something going on with your child. It might be a stressful situation. It might be their behavior. It might be they have some work to do, and then they didn't tell you it's a project due. They didn't tell you to the last minute, and now you're running all over the place trying to get the materials. You know what I'm saying? Stressful situations that we encounter. Do you feel that if you don't get enough sleep, it's more difficult to handle stressful situations in parenting that we all have? You know what I mean? Maybe it might be you told your child to do something 5 times, they still didn't do it. Okay, so let's talk about it. Put your answers in the chat. Do you get enough sleep? Do you get enough sleep? And do you feel that you are, what kind of parent do you feel you are when you don't get enough sleep? Okay, now I'm gonna share with y'all my situation. All right. Well, first of all, I want to let y'all know that I'm going to be referring to an article that we got offline and online, and it's sleepfoundation.org. www.sleepfoundation.org. We're going to post the actual link in the comment section for you to click and follow along. We're going to be talking about the benefits of sleep. Okay. All right. So, for me, and let me know if y'all can relate, I used to have really bad insomnia. Like, I used to lay in the bed at night, and this was even before having kids. I used to lay in the bed at night, and my mind would be going, thinking about a bunch of stuff, and I used to want to go to sleep, and then I would close my eyes, nothing would happen. I would look at the clock, and it was the digital clock. I would see that it's now 12 midnight and I still didn't go to sleep. And then I'm like, okay, I count the hours because I had to get up and go to work. I'm like, okay, I got like 7 more hours to sleep. And then nothing would happen, and I look again, and now it's 2:30, and I'm like, oh my gosh. So then I'm counting the hours down again, right? And then tossing and turning, still not sleep. Stressing because I'm seeing the time just dwindling. And I look again, it's 4:30 and I still haven't slept. And then it's 6:30 and it's time to get up. And I used to be so angry because another night with no sleep. Okay, so I got tired of that mess. I used to have really bad migraines associated with my sleep. And I used to take Excedrin all the time for my migraines, which made me jittery, and then it would wear off and my migraines would come back with a vengeance. Okay, something had to give. So I decided to improve my sleep, and I decided that I didn't want any more migraines, and I started doing meditation, and I started controlling my own thoughts. So whenever I was thinking something that would stress me out and would send me down that road that I'm still thinking about this and what if this happens, and what if, I learned to replace that with something else that made me feel more in control. Okay, so if I'm worried about something, then I replace it with an affirmation that I still use today. I'm so happy and I'm so grateful that I am happy, I'm healthy, I'm wealthy, and I'm safe. I say that immediately if I start worrying about something. And then I decide what I wanted to worry about or think about. I decide what I wanted to think about. Design the whole thing, Picture myself doing something that I really love. To picture myself being successful. Picture myself being happy. And I started to slowly do much better and control my thoughts to relieve my stress and calm myself and then go to sleep. Okay? So now, years later, my trouble with sleep, as soon as I hit the bed, I'm out. Okay? Even if I'm trying to do something, if I'm trying to do something, if I'm trying to do something on my phone, I'll fall asleep with the phone in my hand. Or if I might get in the bed and I have full intention of putting my bonnet on. I'm in the bed with the bonnet. I wake up in the morning, the bonnet is still in my hand. Like, I didn't even make it. Okay? I just fell asleep. Same thing with, and I just had to pull this out. I use this at night, and this calms my mind down too. And we thinking nothing. Everything is pitch black. I put this on, and then I fall asleep. Unless I get into bed with the full intention to put this on and just fall asleep and wake up in the morning or the middle of the night to use the bathroom and it's in my hand because I never made it. So that's how my sleep goes now. Then I'll get in the bed, and as soon as I'm in the bed, I'm out. Okay? So I don't have insomnia anymore. My problem, and I think a lot of moms can relate to this, and dads too, that my problem now is dropping everything or stop doing stuff by a certain time, or have everything done already by a certain time, and then get in the bed. So I was up until 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning just because I'm still doing things. Okay, not because I'm not tired, but because I'm still doing things. And I realized that I had not made it a priority to get in the bed. That's where the 7-day challenge, sleep challenge, came in. I challenged myself for 7 days, 7 days ago, I believe it's been about 7 days, to go to bed by 10:30. There was only one night that I did it. I only made it one night. Look, full disclosure, y'all. I've done challenges. I've done challenges with eating. I've done challenges with exercise. And I've mastered all those challenges. The sleep challenge is the one that I'm going to have to do a few times probably until it's mastered. But what I do notice is that I'm in the bed and I am falling asleep and in the bed before 11. It hasn't been 10:30, but before 11. And that's a huge improvement, okay? I feel well rested in the morning. I'm more focused, and my sleep has been better. I've been going to bed at before 11 o'clock when I was going to bed at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. So that's where I am. Tell me how your sleep is going. Do you have insomnia, what, like you try to go to sleep but you just can't sleep? Or is it you just keep doing stuff because you've been working hard all day? It's time for everybody. You try to get the kids in the bed and you finally have a chance to breathe. You finally have a chance to do X, Y, and Z, what you've been wanting to do for a while. So you start doing it. You think of something else to do. You think something else to do. You think something else to do. Nobody up. Nobody bothering you. Nobody, you can think, right? You don't have to do anything else. You can focus now. And then you end up sacrificing your sleep for that little bit of time of quiet and productivity. Let me know what your sleep experience is. Now, what I want to do is because I think sleep is very important for our overall health and also for reducing stress and also for we're happier and we can think clearer and we are more proactive in our decisions when it comes to parenting. We're calmer if we've had enough rest, if we've taken care of ourselves. So here I go talk about self-care again, right? All right, now the link is in the comment section. You can click on that link. We also have the checklist. You can follow along with the checklist. So this is from sleepfoundation.org. Okay. And it's talking about the benefits of sleep. 8 health benefits of sleep. So I'm just gonna read the first the introduction, and then I'll skim through the rest. So it says, like eating nutritious food, drinking water, and exercising regularly, getting quality sleep is an important. Let me put this over here so I can see you. Getting quality sleep is an important component of overall health. Although the exact reasons humans need to sleep remain unknown. The exact reasons remain unknown. Sleep experts agree there are numerous benefits to consistently getting a full night's rest. Most adults should get between 7 and 9 hours of sleep each night. Do you get between 7 and 9 hours of sleep each night? I mean, I've been doing that lately, or just making it. But can you honestly say that you get between 7 to 9 hours of sleep each night? Comment below and let me know. I love to hear. Okay, while sleeping, the body performs a number of repairing and maintaining processes that affect nearly every part of the body. And this is my main reason for focusing on my sleep right now. Because that's when the repairing and maintaining, and cell repair and everything happens, when we're asleep. A lot of great things happen when we're asleep. It detoxes our body, and also our immune system is hard at work while we're asleep. If we don't get enough rest, we keep interrupting that, okay? So, as a result, a good night's sleep or a lack of sleep can impact the body both mentally and physically. So, number one, improved mood. Wouldn't we all like to have improved moods? Wouldn't we? Especially when it comes to our work, our jobs, businesses, and our relationships. And our children, okay? Let's be honest. If you're in a bad mood because you have not slept, aren't you more likely to be snapping when your child is not listening, okay? And they're doing the same thing over and over that you've been telling them not to do over and over, or maybe they're throwing a tantrum, or maybe you're trying to get them to do their homework and they're not listening. Patience is really important when we are being parents. I mean, being a mom is like, I'm saying from my personal experience, being a mom, and I look at my husband, like, the job of a mom and a dad is a huge job, okay? And we have to be equipped for it. And if we're not sleeping, that's the thing you have to understand. We're parents. We need to be parenting. But on the side, like, let's compartmentalize this here. We're still people. We're still human beings. You know what I mean? So, if we expect ourselves to be on top of things, to be A+ parents, always handle all the situations like we should perfectly, where we're not getting enough rest, that's like unreasonable, okay? We're human. We can get frustrated. We can be on edge, we can be irritable if we don't get enough sleep, okay? So this, the number one way, not the number one way, but the first way they say a benefit of getting enough rest is improved mood. So sleep restores the body and improves energy levels. Get enough energy. So waking up well rested can have a positive impact on an individual's mood. Okay? In contrast, I'm stumbling on my words today. People who get inadequate sleep are at a higher risk of experiencing mental distress. And if it's chronic, it can lead to anxiety, depression, and irritability. Okay? So just imagine you're a parent and you're not getting enough rest, and you're experiencing these things, and now you have to parent at the same time. Like, y'all, we need to understand that this is a priority. It's very important, okay? Not just for ourselves, but for our children, okay? Don't you want them to have the best mom and the best dad? You can show up as your best self. Well, we have high expectations for ourselves, but do we have high expectations for our self-care? That's the question we want to ask ourselves. Healthy hearts. Healthy hearts. Quality sleep promotes cardiac health. During sleep, the heart rate slows down. the blood pressure decreases. Anybody with high blood pressure, are you getting enough rest? If you have high blood pressure, and you're on medication to control your blood pressure, but you're not getting enough sleep, do you want to continue to need blood pressure medication? You know what I mean? That's the kind of questions I ask myself. If not, look at your body and ask yourself, what do I need? What does my body need? Okay? So, lack of sleep causes blood pressure to remain high for an extended period of time, increasing the risk of heart disease, heart attack, and failure. So, it's not just, resting is good for our mood, but also we want to be here. We want to have a healthy life. We want to be healthy. We want to be healthy for ourselves. We want to be healthy for our children. We want to be here for a while. Having good sleep right now, making that change in life right now, is going to help you have a longer life. Come on, y'all. Come on. This is why I'm giving myself a kick in the butt. Like, go to sleep. Sometimes something that I want to just keep going and keep finishing this up because I'm in the middle of it, I will stop myself and like, it can wait till the morning. Get in the bed. Get in the bed, take a shower, get in the bed. It's over. It's a wrap. It's okay. Walk away. All right. Next one, regulating blood sugar. Okay. So sleep impacts the body's relationship with the hormone insulin. If you are diabetic or pre-diabetic, are you getting enough sleep? See that this sleep is affecting like all areas of our body. Are you getting enough rest? Okay. So it's not just about taking your insulin and watching what you eat. It's also about getting enough rest, sleep, so that your body, all your organs can function optimally because they have enough time to do what they do. And that the best time for that is when we are resting, okay? All right? So sleep impacts the body's relationship with the hormone insulin, which helps blood sugar or glucose enter the body's cells. The cells then use glucose as energy. Sleeping 7 hours or more each night helps ensure blood sugar is regulated in the body. If you get less than 7 hours of sleep, according to this article, you are at increased risk for type 2 diabetes. 7 to 9 hours. Okay? This is not a joke, y'all. It's not a joke. And imagine having health problems and trying to parent at the same time. Okay? Improve mental function. Okay? And then this is what I noticed over the past week as I've been getting more rest. Sleep is believed to help with memory and cognitive thinking. Okay? By the way, let me just sneak this in here. Are your children getting enough sleep? The reason I just thought about this is because we have our kids in school and they are struggling academically. And they struggle with focus and behavior. My kids, if they are tired, they become irritable, just like we just talked about with us, and it comes out in behavior. We have to ask the question, are they getting enough sleep? Do they have a good bedtime sleep routine? I'm thinking about my kids, okay? When it's time to go to sleep and the essential oils, the essential oil diffusers that we use. It smells so good and it's calming. We put essential oils in it, it's very calming. And then we all have what we listen to when we are calming ourselves down and going to sleep. And then we rest. And it's like a sleep environment, okay? Now, I was creating this, but I wasn't getting in bed at a decent time. That's what was messing me up, okay? But it's really important for our kids, too, to have enough sleep so that they can function at school. And it's important for us to have enough sleep so we can function at work, in our business, at our jobs, and also with our children, okay? All right, so sleep is believed to help with memory and cognitive thinking. Brain plasticity theory, a major theory on why humans sleep, poses that sleep is necessary so the brain can grow, reorganize, restructure, and make new neural connections. I firmly believe in this. This is why I'm making sleep a priority. I notice this about myself. If I don't get enough sleep, like, stuff don't be connecting. Like, I'll be trying to talk about stuff I can't remember. I can't put stuff together that I'm trying to talk about. and then I end up rubbing my face I'm trying to get my life together, honey. That's because I haven't had enough rest, okay? So do you have this experience too? Do you have, like, you're having trouble putting your words together to form sentences and conversations sometimes? You're abruptly stopping and you're trying to organize your thoughts. It takes more effort to organize your thoughts, you know what I mean? Or you get unfocused, or you get distracted easily. You haven't had enough rest, okay? You can't be your best if you haven't slept, all right? So I'm skipping through this because this is a lot right here. Lack of sleep can have a negative impact on the ability to think clearly, form memories, learn well, and function optimally during the day. The ability to think quickly slows down after only a week of insufficient sleep. So only a week, only 7 days of not getting enough sleep, your memory will start to slow down. The ability to think will start to slow down. All right. Well, what if you right now decided to spend 7 days focusing on getting good rest, and then checking out the difference at the end? Why don't we do that? You know what I'm saying? Why don't you do that? Why don't you make a decision today to make sure you get 7 to 9 hours? Make it a priority. Get 7 to 9 hours of sleep each night, and then see if you see a difference. Even if you're not able to get in bed at the time that you decide to get in bed, which is what I've been experiencing. I've been getting in bed like 20 minutes late. 20 minutes late. That's better than 3-4 hours late, right? So I still am receiving some benefits from that. Insufficient sleep also impacts judgments. Less than 5 hours of sleep at night is correlated with riskier behavior. All right, that's for us and for our kids. A sleep-deprived person is at higher risk of making poor decisions because they only have the ability to focus on the desired outcome, not the consequences. That right there is a game changer. And especially for me, what I'm thinking about for my students and my children, because I also always teach them how to think about their consequences, take responsibility for their actions, stop and think before I act. And for some of my students, I really have to work with them so that they're able to do that, and to think outside of their box of what they want in the moment and what their decision is in the moment based off of, it's like impulsive, okay? But if they're not having enough rest, their ability to make these judgments themselves and think about the whole picture, not just what's in front of them, what they want to do. Okay, if they're not getting enough rest, that is now has an impact on that. Okay, that is now at risk. So we've got to make sure that our children are sleeping enough as well. This is the big reason why. This next one is a big reason why I decided to sleep, because I don't have a lot of health problems, but what I did have was a lot of joint pain, which came back recently when I wasn't getting enough sleep. Okay, so if you have any inflammatory issues, right? If you have rheumatoid arthritis, okay, anything with inflammation, your immune system needs rest. Let's say it like that. My immune system, not just my body, not just me, I need to sleep. My heart needs rest. My immune system needs rest. My pancreas needs rest, okay? My lungs need rest, all right? Everything. My brain needs rest. Woo, child. And turn this brain off and go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? And let the brain rest in this area so that it can do what it's supposed to do at night, do the job, okay? All right? Restore immune system. So restorative theories of sleep suggest that sleep restores and repairs the body, making people feel refreshed in the morning. During sleep, the body processes growth hormones necessary for development in children and adolescents. These growth hormones also repair tissues and cells in people of all ages. The body also produces cytokines during sleep, which support the immune system in fighting infections. I think that the immune system, like the body, is an incredible healer. okay? It has the ability to heal, but the immune system has to be functioning properly, and it can't function properly if we don't get enough sleep. So let's do our jobs so the immune system can do its job, okay? Inadequate sleep can impact the body's immune response to infection. Chronic sleep loss can make individuals more susceptible to common infections, such as a cold, while insufficient sleep over time can lead to a greater risk for immunodeficiency. We don't want that. Stress relief. Getting appropriate sleep each night can manage stress, can help manage stress. Don't we all need that? If you're stressed, comment below, let us know. A lot of adults walking around here stressed, and now kids are walking around here stressed. We need to take better care of ourselves. We need to get enough rest. We need to learn how to, just what our bodies need to calm down, calm our moods down, okay? Slow things down, all right? Because we don't want to be walking around. Stress leads to the body breaking down and mental health issues and the function of our brains, everything breaking down. And we don't want that for ourselves, and we don't want that for our children. So let's make sure we get enough rest so that our stress is decreased, okay? So quality sleep can also reduce anxiety, depression, and other mental health strains related to stress. Athletic performance. Athletes definitely need to sleep. Sleep is a key element of athletic recovery, and the body's production of growth hormones is highest during sleep. All these wonderful benefits during sleep. So that, yeah. It's like you go to sleep because you're sick and you want to feel better soon, so you rest. But not only that's going on, like there's so many different benefits, so many things our bodies are doing during our sleep, that it's like one of the best things you can do is to lay down and close your eyes and let your body rest for 7 to 9 hours. You can accomplish so many things in your health and in your life by getting enough sleep, okay? So the growth hormones are necessary for the repair of tissue and likely contribute to muscle growth. Okay, most athletes require 8 hours of sleep each night for restoration and to avoid overtraining and improve their performance. Okay, maintain a healthy weight. Maintaining a healthy weight. Here is another reason why I am definitely focused on getting more sleep, because I have been working on losing weight, eating different ways, and exercising, different exercises, different points in my life. I've been on this journey for a long time. I do have to say, this is I started doing my fasting days. I was doing, I have raw days, I have green tea days, I have plant-based days, you know what I'm saying? And I have days of juicing. But I've been incorporating all these nutrient-rich foods into my diet lately and exercising more. I have come down 15 pounds. It was, I found out when I went to the doctor recently, stepped on the scale, because I decided to stay away from the scale. Like, never, ever, ever get back on the scale, because that stuff will break your heart, okay? A scale will break your heart. You go in there, you working all hard, and you get on the scale, and then you see the scale be laughing at you, okay? So I've been through that so many times and gotten discouraged. I decided to just leave it alone and just focus on my health. But I was delighted to see that I had lost 15 pounds, okay? But this right here is the last piece, the missing puzzle. I can eat well, I can get enough hydration, I can exercise, I could do all of that stuff. But if I'm doing all of that but I'm not getting enough sleep, the benefit is going to be slowed down tremendously or interrupted altogether, okay? And that's what I've been experiencing over the years. So I'm right here with y'all. I'm not just saying this. Like, check this out. You should get enough sleep, because since I have mastered sleep, this is how my life has changed. No, I'm in the middle of it right now. working on this right now. So I'm asking you, let's do this together. Can you imagine how much our lives will improve, how much we will grow, and how much better we will be for our children if we all started getting 7 to 9 hours of sleep? Do you think it's important? Do you think that's important for you to do? Are you ready to make that commitment to yourself to get 7 to 9 hours of sleep? Holla at your girl, because I am committed to that, even though the first week has been a little bit rough. Okay, but I'm doing better than I was. All right, so maintain healthy weight, quality sleep in addition to exercise, stress management. Let's remember that. And healthy eating choices is an important part of maintaining a healthy weight. During sleep, the body naturally produces more of an appetite suppressor. What? Called leptin, while reducing production of the appetite stimulant, ghrelin. Oh, is that how you say it? Ghrelin or ghrelin? I think it's ghrelin. Wait a minute. I didn't know that. So, during sleep, I have to read it again. The body naturally produces more of an appetite suppressor called leptin, while reducing production of the appetite stimulant, ghrelin. So, you ever notice that if you don't sleep enough for a couple of days, you start getting hungry more? Because I do notice that. If I don't get enough rest, I'm very hungry. And I tend to eat more. And I tend to make bad food choices when I'm not sleeping. I thought it was just because I'm stressed. But now I understand that stress, actually, if I'm sleeping enough, I'm less likely to be stressed. And yeah, I'm thinking out loud, figuring this out when I'm talking to y'all, okay? Let me know what you think. So the stress is not the primary, that's secondary. If I rest enough, if I get enough sleep, then I'm better able to deal with life, and then I will have less stress. And if I get enough sleep, then I will have more of the appetite suppressor leptin and not be so hungry. Okay. On nights of too little sleep, however, production of ghrelin increases and leptin decreases. As a result, a lack of sleep can lead to a greater feeling of hunger. Okay. I didn't mean to process that all just now. They just said it in the article, but I was thinking it, so we talking. So I just said it. I almost dropped the laptop. So let's say, okay, tips for getting better sleep. So I'm gonna read this with you guys, and we can do a checklist in our head, say if we're doing this thing, okay? To get better sleep and the many health benefits that come along with it, we take a look at the healthy practices around sleep, known as sleep hygiene. Do you have good sleep hygiene? I'm working on that, all right? I'm definitely better. A number of lifestyle adjustments can help improve sleep quality. Number 1, create a consistent sleep schedule. Create a consistent sleep schedule, all right? So mine was 10:30. That's what I set for myself. I want to get it to like 9:30, just because I know I got a lot of rest to catch up on over the years. And I want to have better health benefits, and I don't want to be rushing to rest. You know, I'm rushing to get in my room and jump into bed at 10:30. But if I wind down before then, I probably end up getting into bed before 10:30, and it will be more restful. Okay, so let's see this. Regular sleep and wake routine helps the body keep a consistent internal clock. Sleep experts recommend going to bed and getting up at the same time each day, including weekends. The party days, when we stay up late with our partners, our spouses, we stay up late. Because that's what be happening over here. That's when me and Kevin be watching movies, funny movies. So my trying to cross my legs over here and I missed the thing. Let me get myself together for a second. Okay. All right, so that's when we be watching movies and chilling out and up talking to each other, because he works at night, I work during the day. Well, I work all day from morning to night, but he works at night until the morning. So that's our time when kids go to sleep to be up late. I think I'm going to take baby steps, okay? I don't know what to do with that yet, all right? But going to bed at the same time I started doing that and getting up. I've been getting up around the same time, like 5:30. Sometimes I did get up at 4 o'clock one day, and then I got up at 3 o'clock. This was in the beginning. It was wacky because I was used to not getting enough sleep. But after a while, it was like 5:30 or 5 o'clock. I've been getting up. Some of those like to nap during the day to avoid sleepiness. Keeping naps to about 20 minutes lessens fatigue without impacting sleep schedules. Naps that are too long can reduce alertness and defeat the purpose of napping. Okay, so naps are 20 minutes, so we don't mess up our sleep times. Make a quality sleep environment. This is what I was talking about earlier. I told you what I do. Let's see what the article says. Let me know what you do. Although individual preferences may vary, most people sleep best in a dark, quiet, and cool bedroom. Too much light or noise at night can keep people awake or interrupt sleep. An eye mask. Oh, I got points, y'all. Because I use an eye mask. I got this. This is my eye mask right here. I hope it's not upside down because I do that sometimes too. Yeah, when I go to sleep, I just fall out. There have been plenty of times I woke up in the morning and this thing was upside down. All right? But it did the job. It did the job. Okay? So, night mask, an eye mask or blackout curtains, we have that too, can eliminate unwanted light. And earplugs and noise machines can reduce distracting noise. I can't do the earplugs because I gotta hear them for my kids, okay? So I can't do the earplugs, all right? And I'm a light sleeper, so I hear everything. If my kids move or whatever, so I'm not gonna plug in my ears, but I do use the eye mask. And a fan can cool the room and serve as a noise machine. Oh, I never thought about the fan being a noise machine. Okay, replacing overworn or uncomfortable mattresses and pillows with new and supportive ones can help improve sleep quality as well. And the best mattresses and pillows for sleep depend on an individual's preferred sleep positions and physical needs. So I love that. Customize it. You know I love that word, customize. Okay, here's the next one. I don't have this. I usually drink tea. Okay. But it's avoid caffeine, nicotine, and alcohol before bedtime because caffeine is a stimulant, and it provides a boost of energy and alertness. Okay. Nicotine, found in cigarettes, is associated with more time spent awake at night, and the alcohol is associated with lighter, low-quality sleep. So I'm skimming this article. Exercise during the day. I have to admit, when I exercise, I do sleep better, and I feel more well rested. My body overall feels well rested. Anything to get the blood circulating, and to get that breathing up and get the blood circulating is good for rest. I've noticed that I sleep really good when I exercise. Plus, that reduces stress too. Okay. So daytime exercise can make it easier to fall asleep, and daily exercise is associated with better sleep quality. It may help you fall asleep faster, increase the overall time spent sleeping. It can be beneficial to exercise outside in the sun. That also improves sleep. And avoid exercising too late in the day so that your bodies can relax before bedtime. Okay? Next one. Oh, this is a big one. You probably know I'm going to say this, okay? Because I know this is something that I have to tell you what I've been doing with it. It says avoid screens before bedtime. So what I've been doing is, because I used to sleep with affirmations in my ear and a phone close to me, and I'm listening to affirmations on YouTube or Wells Sounds. I love Wells. But lately I've been taking my phone, putting it all the way across the room away from me in the drawer, okay? And then I come home here and go to sleep and try to do affirmations in my own head to calm myself down and go to sleep, so that I'm not so dependent on the phone, because that blue light can really affect your sleep. So let's see what that's what I've been doing lately, and let's see what the article says. Setting electronic devices aside at least 30 minutes before bedtime can make it easier to fall asleep. So if your bedtime, we're adults, we need bedtimes too, apparently, right? It's 10:30, like mine. Then by 10 o'clock or a few minutes before 10, Screens away. No touching the screens. Okay. Phones, tablets, computers, electronics with screens emit blue light, which can disrupt the body's natural production of the sleep hormone melatonin and make it difficult to fall asleep. Now, I know melatonin is something a lot of people use to help them fall asleep. Our body also naturally produces melatonin, but we interrupt it with different things. So, what if we learned how to take care of our body so that our melatonin can function the way it's supposed to, do what it's supposed to do, and work naturally? Okay. And the screens actually do the opposite of that. They make it harder for us to produce the hormone melatonin, make it harder for us to fall asleep. So let's keep the screens away, and 30 minutes before bedtime, no screens. Think about years ago when we didn't have cell phones. We just didn't have it. We're going to sleep with it. Like, we're in the bed with our cell phones. Might as well give it a pillow because it lives there, right? The cell phones live in the bed with us. But just imagine, we will survive without our cell phones next to us, and it's much healthier for us. So let's get the cell phones and the tablets and all that stuff away from us so that we can get more natural sleep, where our body's naturally calming down and going into the stages of sleep. Okay, all right. Instead, sleep experts advise developing a relaxing routine in the hour before bedtime. During this period of winding down, choose a restful activity, such as reading. Child, if I start reading, which I have tried that a couple of times, I read 2 sentences, I fall asleep, and I wake up and then the book is in my hand. See, I'm starting to see a pattern here. I just fall asleep on whatever I'm doing. Like, the only thing I haven't fallen asleep in is if I like twist my hair at night, you know, but I'm sitting up. But if I lay down in that bed, it's a cool wrap, let me tell you. All right. Reading or taking a warm bath. Doesn't that sound good? Oh my gosh. Take a bath. Hey ladies, listen. Fill you up a warm bath and put stuff in it. I like to put honey in mine, some lavender essential oils, and some eucalyptus essential oils. Drop a couple of oils in there with honey, and then sit in there and just breathe that in. Sometimes I put cocoa. Like, I'll go right into the cabinet in the kitchen. I do a lot of my stuff in my kitchen is not just for the kitchen, okay? So I go in there and I'll get like cocoa, okay, cocoa powder that I use. I have the Hershey's one, and I have another one in there too. And I'll take a couple spoonfuls of that and put it in the tub with me. It smells amazing. It's very good for the skin. Lots of antioxidants, and it just feels, your body is so soft. Okay, yeah, do that. Treat yourself. You can just do a regular bath every night, but once in a while, decide what you want to put in that bath water. That's going to make you relax, make you feel good, pamper yourself, okay, before going to bed. All right, and then the last one is talk to a doctor about sleep. How many of you have had a conversation with your doctor about sleep? I think it's imperative that we talk to our doctor about our sleep routines, how much rest we're getting or not getting, especially if you have health problems. But even if you don't, before you have health problems, talk to your doctor about sleep and figure out if your sleep is affecting your body in any other way. Not just hypothetically by reading this article, but also what's actually going on with my body that my lack of sleep is causing. Okay, talk to your doctor about sleep. It says those concerned about the sleep quality should consult with a healthcare provider. It may be helpful to keep a sleep diary. That's a good idea. I'm going to start doing that. You want to do it with me? Do it with me. Let's keep a sleep diary, okay? To record sleep experiences and other symptoms. Discussing these symptoms with a doctor can identify potential causes for insufficient or interrupted sleep. Doctors can also talk through personalized strategies for improving sleep and refer individuals for additional testing as necessary. So our sleep is highly important. Highly important. In our self-care plans, we've talked about exercise and when is the best time to exercise and do stuff. For moms, we said that in the morning. This can apply to anybody, but I'm just talking about myself as a mom because my mind is clear when I wake up in the morning, and I have time to do so much. I have time, like if I have 2 hours before the kids have to get up, I have time to pray, meditate, write in my journal, look at my schedule for the day or what I want to do for, my business. New clients coming in, new students, right? Action plans, all the stuff that I to think about that clearly because I'm not working, I'm not momming, I'm not wifing. I might be just making up words, but y'all get what I'm saying, right? So I just have that time to just think. And then I also clean and I also exercise, That's the perfect time to have a nice cup of tea by yourself, a nice cup of, coffee if you drink coffee in the morning, right? It's the perfect time to do all of those things. And then when my family wakes up, when I see my kids, I'll be feeling so good and so excited and happy to see them and start the day with them and help them have a beautiful start to the day. Help them have a beautiful morning routine because I feel good. I've taken care of myself and then I'm much better able to take care of them. So we talk about that. But having that morning routine and getting up early, that ain't going to happen if we don't go to bed early, okay? That ain't going to happen. I do that enough times to know the difference. But there are times when I just can't make it. Or in the morning I wake up and I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I'm very unfocused. I don't know which way to turn, left or right. That's because I went to bed way too late and trying to get up early. Okay? So we talked about that morning routine, self-care. We talked about exercise. We talked about incorporating more nutrients in our diet and different types of ways that we incorporate the nutrients in raw food, right? I'm also doing meal prepping. I started doing meal prepping, and it's been amazing and time saver. And my kids have been having, and my husband have been having home cooked meals now, and that's a stress reliever. Okay, so doing that. Now we're going to focus on sleep. We're adding that too. So let's make a commitment today to get enough sleep for the rest of our lives. But let's start with 7 days. 7 days of focus on getting to bed. Decide today, write down what time you want to get up in the morning. What time should you be going to bed so that you can get 7 to 9 hours of sleep. Write it down. Then write down your sleep routine, what you're going to do. And what time you're going to start your sleep routine. Okay? That's what I need to do this week too. Because I be doing stuff and then be like, oh, it's 10 o'clock. And I start right to it, They're like, whoa, haven't I ever get to bed? I need to stop that mess. Stop playing around, Sharita, for real, okay? So I'm going to start an hour ahead, and I'm going to write down what I'm going to do as my winding down, what I want to do for the night to wind down. And then I'll get up in the morning. So do that with me. Write down an hour before bed, what are you going to do to wind down? Set an alarm for yourself. Time for you to wind down. Write that, type that in the, for the alarm, the label. Time to wind down. And then you have in there what you're going to do to wind down for the night. Okay? Create the perfect for yourself. And it might take a while for you to, because this is customized. You may learn more about yourself along the way. But create the perfect routine at night that's going to take care of yourself and then help you relax, help your body calm down and get ready. Your body's going to just do what it does after that. You don't have to really work on that. You just have to get in a position for sleep. Create the environment for your body to do what it's trying to do anyway. Okay? That's what I'm working on. I'm trying to help my body do what it's already trying to do. Get out of the way and let it do what it's already trying to do. All right? So, hour before bed, write down your wind down routine. Write down what time you are going to sleep. Write down what time you're going in the morning. And then get started. And 7 days from now, keep a sleep diary. Okay? You're going to keep a sleep diary. 7 days from now, look and see, and then write what improvements you saw over the week and what adjustments you need to make for next week. All right? All right, I love you so much. I wish you lots of wonderful rest. I wish you health and happiness and growth for yourself and for your family. Because, y'all, this is the Work Unlimited Growth Institute. That's what we do here, okay? If you have any questions, go ahead and comment below. Send us a message. If you like to talk to me directly, I'll be here for a little bit longer in a Zoom meeting. So go ahead and message me. If you have questions, then we can answer through the messenger, or if you want to talk in a meeting, all right? Go ahead and let us know, all right? Oh, and we have a tutoring coaching program discount for the More Unlimited Growth. It's the Unlimited Growth Tutoring Coaching Program discount for this month. 10% off for the whole month of August. Why? Because it's my birthday month, honey, and I'll be celebrating from August 1st to August 31st. I celebrate till they kick me out of the month, okay? Because for years I did not celebrate my birthday, so and I work, and I would forget my birthday sometimes now, but the month of August, I focus on month of August. We doing it big, because this is my birthday month, all right? And also, if you enroll your child on my actual birthday, August 15th, there's an additional 5% discount, okay? That you will have. This will be you will keep that discount locked in as long as your child is in the program, okay? So this is not just for the month. This is what your monthly fee will be for the tutoring and coaching services to improve your child's behavior, focus, literacy, and math, and grades, and academic performance, and everything else. Whatever it is, wherever we need to grow, that's what we focus on. All right, y'all. Love you so much. For more information on that, too, go to growthinstitute.mykajabi.com. That's GROWTH institute.mykajabi.com. I love y'all so much. Believe in yourself, believe in your child, honey, and always remember that growth is unlimited. And I love y'all. Peace.